Hey, everyone! Welcome back to our next podcast where we dive deep into topics that challenge the way we think, live, and view the world around us. Today, we're exploring something that's both incredibly old and yet feels brand new: the art of slowing down in a world that's speeding up. If you feel like life is a non-stop race and you're ready to hit the brakes, then keep listening. This episode is all about the slow living movement, a lifestyle that encourages us to live more deliberately, savor the small moments, and truly connect with ourselves and those around us. In the next 15 minutes, we'll uncover why slowing down could actually be the key to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling life. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you to our today's sponsor, The Cozy Curator. Yes, what I'm wearing is a cozy hoodies from The Cozy Curator. It feels very comfy and a coffee mug on my desk. You guys don't forget to check out their shop. Link to the shop is in the description below. Okay, back to our podcast. Let's start with a little experiment. Think about your morning. Did you take a moment to just breathe, or were you already mentally listing your to-dos before you even got out of bed? Imagine a life where you wake up not just to get things done but to experience every moment. Sounds nice, right? Let's talk about how you can actually make that a reality.
What is slow living?
So, what is slow living? Is it just about doing things slowly, or is there more to it? It turns out, slow living is about breaking free from the constant rush of modern life. Instead of multitasking and racing the clock, it's about single tasking, doing things one at a time, giving each moment the attention it deserves. It's less about what you do and more about how you do it. And that shift alone can change everything.
But here's the twist: slow living isn't about laziness or avoiding responsibilities. It's actually about bringing purpose and presence to every part of your day, even the mundane stuff. And guess what? It's gaining popularity among everyone from overworked professionals to college students who feel burned out. Could this be the antidote to our fast-paced world? Stick with me, and let's find out.
The science behind slowing down.
Now, let's look at the science for a second. Studies show that constantly rushing increases our cortisol levels, which can lead to stress and burnout. On the other hand, slowing down, even briefly, can lower stress, improve focus, and even boost creativity. When you slow down, you're actually giving your brain the space it needs to process thoughts, make decisions, and engage in deeper, more meaningful ways. Imagine how much more connected, calm, and clear-minded you could feel.
And here's a mind-blowing fact. Researchers have found that people who practice mindfulness and slow living report feeling like they have more time, not less. It's like pressing a pause button on the chaos.
How to start living slowly.
So, how do you begin? It might sound simple, but embracing slow living requires a mindset shift. You don't need to drop everything and live in the mountains, though that's one option. Start small. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes each morning to enjoy your coffee without looking at your phone. Or it's walking a bit slower to work, just observing the world around you. Notice the colors, sounds, and even the silence. These small changes can have a huge impact.
Imagine your day as a series of chapters, each deserving its own moment of focus. When you treat your time like a precious resource, instead of something to spend recklessly, everything feels more meaningful.
Embracing slow living in different areas of life.
Let's break it down. How can you bring slow living into your daily routine, relationships, and even work? Think about your relationships first. When was the last time you had a conversation without thinking about what you were going to say next? True listening, where you're fully present with someone, is one of the simplest ways to slow down and deepen your connections. In a world that's constantly rushing, a single meaningful conversation can feel like a breath of fresh air.
Then there's work. Yes, even work can be approached with a slow living mindset. Instead of juggling tasks, try focusing on one project at a time. Turn off those notifications, silence the emails for a bit, and give yourself permission to immerse fully in what you're doing. You'll be surprised at how much more productive and fulfilled you feel.
The challenges of slow living now. Let's get real for a second. Adopting a slow living mindset isn't always easy. It goes against the grain, especially when we're surrounded by messages to do more, achieve more, and buy more. There's this pressure to stay busy, to keep up, and it's not easy to let go of that. But here's the thing. By consciously choosing a slower pace, you're reclaiming your time and your peace of mind.
Yes, there will be days when it's hard to break free from the hustle, and that's okay. Slow living isn't about perfection, it's about intention. Each time you choose to slow down even a little, you're taking a step toward a more balanced life.
Practical tips for the slow living journey.
All right, now let's get into some practical steps you can start today. Step 1, set boundaries. Maybe it's putting your phone away after 8 p.m. or making Sundays a tech-free day. Small boundaries like these allow you to reconnect with yourself and the world around you.
Step 2, embrace me time. It's not selfish, it's essential. Whether it's reading a book, gardening, or just staring out the window, give yourself that time without guilt. And finally, practice gratitude. Slow living is deeply connected to appreciating what you have instead of constantly seeking what's next. Take a moment each day to reflect on one thing that brought you joy. It could be as simple as a good cup of tea.
Here are my closing thoughts. Slow living is more than just a trend. It's a movement that invites us to find balance in a world that often feels like it's spinning too fast. By choosing to live slowly, you're choosing a life that's rich with meaning, presence, and joy. It's not about escaping reality, it's about embracing it fully. So, if you're feeling ready to break free from the constant rush, remember that every journey begins with a single step. Start small, and who knows where it might lead. Thanks for tuning in. If today's episode resonated with you, consider joining us on this journey toward a slower, richer way of life. Until next time, remember, life isn't a race, so why not slow down and enjoy the ride? Please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the link to shop in the description. Until next time, my minimalist friends, go have an amazing day.
Bye.
Now.